3, 2, 1, action. Hello everyone, this is James at the Martial Archive. It's been a very quiet couple of weeks. There's not really been anything interesting to buy. Until yesterday I suddenly saw on Facebook a listing that had been up for about an hour, and I was surprised no one else had already bought it. And I paid yesterday, it's here already, so another set of very rare Lobbies. Like the last set of Lobbies that I showed, these are from a lost film, meaning that as far as I know there is no known copy of the film in existence. In Thailand, film preservation was never a consideration till about 20 years ago. So any film older than 20 years, they didn't even keep negatives because it cost money. Everything here was low budget, done on the cheap as far as possible. So once you struck your prints to distribute around the country, the negative was also often used for screenings, meaning that the prints were just used and used and used until they couldn't be watched anymore due to disintegration from overuse and poor handling. In some places they have two projectors. Films come on 5 reels. You put reel 1 on projector 1, reel 2 on projector 2, and when you get the cigarette burn, which you'll see in old movies, that means change to the other projector. Then whilst reel 2 is playing on projector 2, you change to reel 3 on projector 1, reel 4, reel 5. But in Thailand they have what they call Nangang Plang, where you take a mobile cinema to a small village somewhere, and I have seen this done. They only have a single projector, so how do you make a smooth transition from one reel to the next? Well, you wait till reel 1 is a couple of minutes from the end, you unspool the end of reel 1 and splay it all over the ground. You find the end, you tape it to the start of reel 2. Meanwhile, reel 1 is being scraped along the stony ground as it gets pulled through the projector. It's really mad. Then once reel 2 starts going through the projector, you take reel 1 off, you put reel 2 on, and you leave that to play. And you reel 1 away. Then when reel 2 comes a couple of minutes from the end, you unspool the end of it all over the ground, you tape on the start of reel 3, and it's just a very, very poor way of doing it, and it just messes up the prints no end. So there are many films in Thailand which are sadly completely lost, or there are some very small fragments that are held by the Film Archive. Now it may be that the Film Archive has a copy of this film again, but I don't know. As far as I know, there is no DVD, no VCD, no videotape. If you Google the film using the Thai name, you will find a poster, and that is it. So, the moment I saw these cards, I checked my information. I went, damn, that's rare. I decided I had to have them. Now, there is a guy on the internet who sells sets of cards from old Thai movies from 30, 40 years ago. But his prices are usually more than I want to pay. These were surprisingly cheap. And the moment I saw them, I went, I'm having them. So, after all of this build-up, this is, from the looks of it, a drama film called Phai Gam Pre. Phai appears to translate to English as cotton. Gam Pre, I can't get a translation for, I don't know what it means. Now, this film stars actress Aranya Namwong, who was very, very, very popular at this time, and Nat Puanai, who was, how do I explain this? In the olden days, you had Michai Bancha, who was the biggest actor in Thailand, and you had some B-list actors underneath him, like Chaya Sorian, Sombat Metane in the 60s. When Michai Bancha died, Sombat became the number one, and there were a number of other actors who were underneath him, who would take the co-starring roles, and Nat Puanai was one of those. He did from time to time get leading roles, but seemingly only because Sombat was busy doing 10 other movies at the time. So this film stars Nat Puanai and Aranya Namwong. It was made in 1975, so these cards are older than me. And I was also surprised because the guy was selling 13 cards, which is literally and figuratively an odd number. Lobbies usually seem to come in even numbers, though I have seen sets of 17 and 21 from other countries that appear to be complete. So, here are the lobbies for Phai Gam Pre, a very rare film, which I don't think anyone has seen for a number of decades. And I am very glad to add these cards to my archive. I'm rather proud to have them. The guy who was selling them said, oh, they're a bit rough around the edges, which is true. A little bit dog-eared, but I'm not complaining. Like I said, they're older than me. This film was 48 years ago. So I don't think anyone can really complain about a little bit of scuffing around the edges. Aranya was very, very popular back then, as I said. And I think if it had been a lesser actress, they might not have gone with Nat in the lead role. They might have waited till they could get some back. But Aranya's popularity was strong enough to carry a film by herself around this time. Alright, so there's the lobby set for Phai Gam Pre, and like I said, I believe it's 13. 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, yeah, 13 cards. So, I hope one day this film will resurface and we'll get a chance to see it. I fear we probably won't. Since it was Aranya and she was very popular, it was probably played and played and played to death and is completely disintegrated and gone forever. So, like I said in the previous video with the rare Thai lobbies, that's all there is. There's that and a poster. I do not own the poster. I'm on the lookout for it, but it appears to be rather difficult to get hold of. The quest continues. That's all for today. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Still seems to be a problem with the World Movie Posters website. I need to try and find out why none of the pictures are showing up. Gotta get the old hard disk out of the dead computer and find all the login information and try and sort that out. Anyway, hope everyone had a good Christmas and we'll have a happy new year. See you next time. Bye for now.